Sea area. So we kind of started, if you look at the map, we started on the south end of Israel, which was down low, and obviously not just on the map, but low points, and then we went up to high points, up towards mountains, towards the north. As we started to move north, the Sea of Galilee was one of the places that we had gone to. And so this area around Galilee had a couple of different very significant places for most of us on the trip. There's a handful: Mount Arbel, the shore of Galilee, Capernaum. Like, there's a bunch of different places that are literally right around the Sea of Galilee. Tommy said that one of the guys that we went with, one of our guides, said that there was like a little triangle of Jesus' ministry. It was pretty much right around the Sea of Galilee. And he did most of his ministry work right here around the Sea of Galilee. So one of the first things we did that morning on day 3 was we went for a hike. We left our hotel area. We started to drive up to this side. And if you guys remember, I don't know if we have some of the pictures, but we pull up and like it seems like a mile in the air. There's on this cliffside some caves in the side of the cliff. Like, oh, that's kind of neat. It's like, I bet we're going to be hiking up there. And we did. We ended up hiking up a long ways to get to this thing, and even get to a spot. When we get to the top of this mountain side, we had to climb the rock face to get up there. And there will be some pictures for that too, where they literally put like some rebar, so it's a little bit safer for you, like rebar steps and handholds for you to be able to get a hold to climb. But literally we were hand over hand climbing 70 feet, 50, 75 feet to get up from one spot. And this again was another one of those that was just stairs, like climbing up there to get to it. Fortunately it was not morning though, so there's a couple of people who this was pretty significant with. So Jamie, you said that there was some significance for you here. Sorry, real quick before it comes back to her. I set the scene a little bit. Mount Arbel is overlooking the Sea of Galilee. Okay, so that's kind of important to probably set part of this.
So I'm always encouraging people to fight for their lifetime. Life gets in the way, things happen, I get it, but like John 15 says, you know, you can do nothing without Christ. And so if you don't take that time to spend with him, like literally, if your life is crazy, don't be surprised. But the biggest thing that I took away from this is, if I'm correct, Jesus would walk 2 miles just to get to this mountain. And then this particular hike was the hardest hike I've ever done in my life. I thought I was going to die. There were so many times I wanted to turn around and quit, and I was okay with falling to the back of the line and being the last one to get up there. And then, you know, you keep climbing and you think, oh man, like we're almost done. And then after you like actually climb up the side of the mountain, there's like this little tunnel thing you go through, and there's some stairs, and you're like thinking, oh, we're at the top. No, then you keep going up, you know, areas like that's the little tunnel you go through. And you get to the top of that and you're like, oh, we're done. No, you keep going probably, I think we did another hour after that. Like at least it felt like that. But when you get there and we learned about what that mountain was, because they didn't tell us up front that this is what it was, that this is the mountain where Jesus would go to pray. And so to know how hard of a hike that Jesus would do and how hard he fought to get to that point of being quiet and being still before the Lord, so that not only he could talk to God, but God could talk to him, like, just blew my mind. And you know what? Like, the other thing I took away is I'm always saying hard things are good things, and I would hike that mountain over and over and over again, because at the end, like, you just have such an accomplishment of like, wow, like I literally got to this spot where Jesus actually said, and you can see the whole Sea of Galilee. Like, it's the coolest thing.
Yeah, it was super sweet. Bobby?